I think there's a few things that investors in property should look at. I mean, firstly, investors should look at the quality of management and the experience of management. In terms of the Dipula, as emphasized, I think we've been running earlier. I mean, we've been running this fund for six years. So we've been through a period of getting to understand the assets themselves, but the individuals themselves in the fund have been in property for a very long time, and I've been in property for more than 10 years. Saul Kumera, my colleague, has been in property for 30 years. Jay has been in property for 30 years. So there's a huge amount of experience in terms of the executive management team. Our FD herself has been an FD in the property environment for more than 7-8 years. So I mean, if you just take that into account, that combined level of experience, there's safety there for any investor that comes into it. And of course, in terms of our non-exec board, there's a well-balanced board. We've got economists, we've got property people, we've got accountants, and basically just in terms of getting, and we've got corporate governance specialists. So I think our board is very well balanced from that point of view, from a governance point of view. And then from a property management point of view, we're using the two largest property management companies in the country in the form of JHI and Prol. I mean, I think between them, they probably own the market from a property management perspective, except for the portfolios that are in-house managed. Again, there's safety in the fact that the systems are tried and tested, and basically being able to lock into those systems and get a portfolio managed at that caliber is a positive for any investor, and there's safety in that. The other thing that one needs to consider quite carefully is you need to look at the portfolio. And again, what are you looking for in a portfolio? You're looking for a high growth portfolio? Are you looking for a defensive portfolio? Are you looking for offices? Are you looking for balanced portfolio? Are you, what we offer is we offer a balanced portfolio, both in terms of the sectors we cover and in terms of the geographic spread of our portfolio. So for any investor that's looking for that sort of conservative, well-diversified portfolio, that's what we give. I mean, there's not many funds that can cover all 9 provinces, and we're one of those funds. And will the portfolio survive tough times, go through tough times? Are you able to renew your leases and renew them positively? I think investors need to obviously ask the question. In the case of Dipula, we believe so. Definitely, we've got historic evidence of that. And going forward, at our sort of weighted average lease at about just north of 50, we believe that there's still legs for positive revergence of our rentals. Investors should also look at escalations that has been locked in by the property fund. Our escalations are north of 8, about 8.5%. So that more than covers inflation. Obviously, we need to be careful in terms of making sure that our costs don't catch up with us and dilute that sort of escalation factor. And that's really what we're there for as management, to ensure that we nip the cost side of things. The other thing that investors should look at when they invest in property is in a property company, they should look at the gearing levels and the nature of the debt in the fund. Again, we've gone completely conservative on the Dipula side. We've fixed out more than 80% of our debt, and we've locked in a very good rate of 8.5% across the portfolio in terms on a weighted average basis, blended rate. That gives the investor certainty, because your debt service costs stay almost stable over that 3-year period, but for new acquisitions and all that. And I think fourthly and most importantly, I think the stability of the management team over a long period of time is also important in looking at a company. Management team, to a large degree, has been with this portfolio for 6 years, so that stability has been there, and it's going to continue because management is staked in the company. I think it's likely to continue for a very long time, because our life savings are in the fund.